Hello everyone, this is GWR back for another episode of ReaperWorld, and I have a new idea. Maybe that gambling thing was a bit too... Becky! God damn you. Becky! Drop it! Do you want to eat tonight? God damn you. Drop it! Drop it! Hey! Leave it here! Give it here! Bad! Bad Reaper! Bad! God damn it, you're going straight to... Oh, I'm sorry! No, I'm sorry! I didn't mean it! I swear to God! I swear to God! Okay, so what I was thinking was... As I'm building these weird aesthetic bases, I'm finding that stairs are a bit of a pain in the butt. So here's the idea. If you have a big pole-like structure, everything's just on this one central pole. I've got an upstairs and a downstairs. It's really freaking annoying to try to tell it that I want to go down as opposed to up. So the first thing I did was have kind of a staggering effect with the ladders. So instead of one ladder, you go down here, cut across, come down here, cut across, come down here, cut across, come down here. That kind of thing, which is still pretty annoying. I thought, why not have a huge alien containment unit as an elevator? Let's see how that works. The largest fish tank in history. So here we are, got some plants on the bottom. And I thought, while I'm going crazy, why not make kind of a Subnautica museum or a zoo? So over here, what I've also done was I've painstakingly mapped out the evolutionary relationships with all the creatures in Subnautica, starting with your lowly worms, and then moving up to what I call the Cyclops group, the one-eyers. Then we got the rays and what I call seals, even though they're not really like seals. I don't know what else to call them. True fish, and eels kind of in the middle of that, and sharks, and then your dinos. Let's assume all the animals came from a segmented worm ancestor. This worm split into two species. One had 4 sucker-like mouthparts, like a leech. The other one had chewing mouthparts. From the leech-like animal came what I call the Cyclops group. Then they develop one eye. That leads to the shuttle bug. I still don't know what that thing really is supposed to be. They get 4 limbs, and then cave crawlers and blood crawlers. And then there's free-swimming forms, like the eye, the red eye, and then the crash-fish and spadefish. They look like fish, they're not really fish, it's convergent evolution. You can't just have a one-eyed fish become a two-eyed fish and vice versa. That's just not how evolution works. That's a pretty big deal as far as embryonic development. So, I'm going to put you over here, slap you over there. There's the first one. That should do it. And I should also put in screenshots of the animals when I have time. But you get the basic idea. So, moving on to level 4, I will go inside here and check that out. I just got every egg I could possibly find, and I think they're reproducing. It's a big mess. So, I have windows everywhere. It's pretty easy to see where my next level is going to be. There. So, here I go, level 4. Not bad elevator, right? It works. Let's add a big picture over here. Alright, so what happens is, these worms, the chewing mouthparts, had 2 eyes, and then from that, every other group emerged. Oh right, so your first worm with 2 eyes is going to be your lava larva, and then over here, there is horizontal flattening of the body. That leads to your rays and your, what I call seals. And over here, the vertically flattening ones become your true fish, and your eels, and then your predators. Let's go to level 3. Oh crap, it's getting dark. Level 3. Here we are. I can put I'll put this over there as well. And over here, the next clade up is going to be the rays. So horizontal flattening. And the first one down is the sky ray, because nothing is like a sky ray. They're just not related. They got feathers. It's ridiculous. Then there's the rabbit ray, and then from the ghost ray, there is crimson and jelly. This stuff I'm not really making up. I'll slap you over there. Because the precursors did a very good job of doing that for us. Have you ever been to this room and you read that data file? We'll slap this over here. There you go. This one is all about the rays. And let's go back to level 2. And we can do the same thing with the large one. Okay. And the next one over is going to be what? Ah, your true fish. And this is where I'd have to actually go out and catch these guys. I'm kind of lazy, but I have to catch peepers and oculus and whole fish and the whole thing, put them in my fish tank. Upload that. And I'm running out of floors. Maybe I should have separated these clades a little bit closer together, but anyway, the next one over would be your predators, in which case your true fish gets 2 eyes, and then they become biters, and they're predatory, and then they get larger, and then you get your sharks and your dragons, etc. Here's your true fish. Over here, from the true fish, they become elongated and they become eels. So you have your amp eel over here, you have your prowler and ghost leviathan. They're actually more like eels. They've got no forelimbs, and they make very similar calls. And the river prowler and leviathan, they both spawn in the same habitat. I figure they're very closely related, not related to your other ouchies. Meanwhile, from your biters, we have the biter leviathan, which scars get bigger. They're horrible. They've got forelimbs. And from there you have what I'd call your sharks. So your smooth sharks are your stalkers and reaper leviathans. They don't have a lot of similarities, but they're common. They have the smooth skin, they got the whale tails. Also the bone sharks have the whale tails, but the armored sharks over here, they got reduced tails, probably bottom ambush feeders. I put the armored leviathan in there too. And from there we have your dinos. So first your gargantuan has that dinosaur head, horrible creature, totally horrible. And then from your there, the lava lizard has this tail that kind of starts to split up, and they're adapted for life in magma. I don't want convergent evolution between lava and dragon. That's just too crazy. Being able to ingest magma, they're just too similar. They got the sharp teeth, they got the furcated tail, they live in magma. You see dragon, same thing. It looks like an octopus tail, it's not. It's got one central tail that was split off into many smaller taillets, I guess. And the emperor is very close to the sea dragon as far as the tail. Only difference is the mouth structure is very different. That's kind of, I'd say that's sloppy, but then again, I'm so happy that a game actually has so much diversity and the ecology is really thought out. Maybe I'll put the predators on level 1. That's kind of a sick joke. Because if you remember, level 1 was your panic room. You're already freaked out by reapers. Now let's read about predators. Oh, I'm just horrible. I just have no shame. This is one problem though with this format. I get stuck at this entryway, if you notice. So maybe I'll have to put this hatch on the other side, or maybe over here. But again, it's part museum, part zoo, part elevator. Maybe I'm trying to do too much with this. What I could do instead is have a containment unit for every separate group, so it's more like a museum. On the bottom I can have the whole phylogenetic tree, little intro, and then up here I can have an aquarium with the Cyclops group and all the pictures involved, and then I can have some rays over here. I'll have the seals, or gasopods, and then I'll have the fish over here, and then the sharks, and etc. It doesn't have the elevator, but it does have a nice spiral staircase. I should probably patent that, it's pretty beautiful. And that's all I have for today. If you like this video, please do give us a like. I don't know if anyone has ever attempted this before. It may be totally horrible, for all I know. I wonder, what would happen if I dropped the gasopod in here? Let's see. This could be the saddest gasopod in history. Oh, you poor guy. He's stuck. This is horrible. Why would I come up? This is horrible. Oh. He got away. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. Hey, come back here! Feeding time is at 12! Oh well, that was a bad idea. Probably all for better. That was a horrible idea. What was I even thinking? Anyway, I'm going to put a link to the evolutionary tree on the video. Check it out. Let me know what you think, if you agree, disagree, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.